Stay in your light. Hmm. I have a lot to share with you all. I've in a position where I can receive messages from the source. And let me tell you, you can do the same thing. Just get yourself cleaned up. Get yourself cleaned up. Now, you're going to eat poison because that's in everything, more or less. But the way you get around that is have different things to get it out of your system quick. When you eat a meal or you eat anything, you should get rid of it within an hour or two at the most. When you're able to do that, then you will be a clean vessel because your body is going to take the nutrients and get rid of the poison. There'll be nothing left to counter your the Christ in you. There's nothing there to counter it once you clean yourself up. Now, the message I have is very interesting for those of you who on food stamps or government assistance in some kind, because that timeline is being collapsed. Yes, you've been kept in a stupor of ignorance for the last 50 so years. The government giving you stuff and you thought you were entitled to. No, all that is ending. You're not entitled to anything. You have to work for what you get. Women, some of y'all are taking advantage of that system with child support. And you know the government is not supposed to support your child. That's so evil. You're supposed to have a man that you allow to father your child to be the support of that child. What's wrong with y'all? There's no good men out there. Come on. You mean you're sleeping with evil men? No, you're not doing that. There are good men. You just got to be the good women. You got to change, sister. You got to change. And I'm saying this because I'm getting more women viewers. So I'm going to let y'all know I'm on y'all side when y'all do right. So if you're on any government assistance, you better try to get off of it as soon as possible. You want to be self-sufficient. I have my own foods. I may buy fruits or something like that at their stores. So if I'm buying a grapefruit for about $2, a big grapefruit fresh from the ground, if I'm paying about $2 for that grapefruit, with the tariff increase coming to Mexico, where they come from, I'm going to be paying at least $6 for that same grapefruit when the new administration take place. You think it's a joke? If you're getting food stamps and you have an able body and you haven't found no work, you're not going to receive no food stamp. I don't care how many children you have. I don't care how many baby daddies you have. It's unfortunate that you made choices that did not serve you and the children, but you got to pay for that. You got to go to work. This is what's taking place. This is a timeline. That timeline is collapsing. The dims had your light dimmed. I mean, y'all was blind for years. I sit by and watched it. I said, man, these people are being so blinded. So now all that is ended. It's in, sisters, brothers. Yeah, y'all deadbeat brothers. Depending on the government, think you're gonna. You think the dem was bad, and they was giving you stuff. You watch what the Republicans is going to do to you. I'm not. This is not scare tactics. This is not. I'm just basing you on what I receive in my ministry. It's already happening to some people. They didn't get that check in the mail. They didn't get that food stamps. So you want to become independent as much as possible. You want to be able to produce something for yourself. That's the only way you're going to make it. This coming timeline. You understand timeline is a time when things are allowed to happen. And then there's a shift. And it doesn't happen overnight, but it seems like it may happen overnight. This shift happened about the last 10 years. And it's going to be a pretty long shift because it's time for people to be responsible for their conditions. That's why I got this screen black. Because you think this is serving you, calling yourself black. Nobody respects black. There's nothing to respect. Where did black come from? What history is black? So I want you to see what you've been supporting for the last at least 50 years. And I've sit by and watched this, so I know what I'm talking about. I've watched y'all as a community be destroyed, and you're supporting the destroy. You're supporting it, and it's destroying you. But you in a, I don't know, catch 22, 23, 20. You got to get out of the system. And what I mean by get out of the system is do something for yourself. This is the message Elijah Muhammad was teaching you all these years. So we think we wasn't talking about the media being biased? You think we wasn't talking about justice being weaponized? You think we wasn't talking about unjust laws? That's all we was doing. The melanated people was the voice of justice in this country. Now they hijacked that, not giving us any credit that we were the first, we always the first to blow the whistle on evil and corruption. Now they are taking it as if, oh, the trumpet man blew the whistle on everybody. Wow, y'all just, I don't know what to say about my people. Because we should know better. We've been blowing the whistle since Malcolm, Martin Luther King. We always been blowing the whistle on corruption, weaponization of the government, bias everywhere. We got a bad rep from the media. Black men are so feared because of the bad rep he gets from the media. So you see what happened to the Trump. So now, since you wouldn't allow us to actually bring in this new, we allowed someone else to bring it in. But if he has any sense of justice in him, all these people on these fake, phony charges should be released from prison. Yes, they didn't bring no drugs in here. They're fruit from the poisonous tree. If you want to put somebody in prison, put the high officials who are responsible for this corruption in our families. This, whew, boy, so much evil. So the main point of this video is to let you know that we as a people been blown. I get back with you, making a point, Chad. I see y'all in there. We're doing good. I want to stay on point because it must be something that you need to know. Because a lot of time when I'm doing my videos, they, I don't know. I say they. Who in the heck is they? The chat is not open. Nobody can come in. But for some reason, they open the chat up, and now you can come in. But the main point I want to make is that what's happening now is another example of hijacking truth. Because we as a people, the original people, we've been blowing the whistle on this evil system ever since it's been created. Now, you're going to give one man credit for it? No. It was just a time for this to end. And so, since the evil powers that be will not let us bring in the change, just kill us. Just assassinate us, murder us, all the leaders who was bringing in the change. Then the universe say, well, this change don't have to take place. So they brought in somebody else to bring in this change. But he's not the author of it. He's not the originator of it. He's done some time traveling. Yes, that's what I'm looking at. I got this the trilogy of the Back to the Future. I'm watching that because it shows how people can go back in time and create a timeline for themselves that's prosperous. Now, who to say that has not been done? Who to say it can't be done? There's something to this timeline, time travel. There's something to it. There is some. I'm getting more and more downloads in my spirit about it, and I'm doing more research. I'll keep you updated on it. But the main thing I want you to understand is that we've been blowing a whistle, we've been blowing a trumpet for years on this evil corruption. And we were silenced, murdered, in prison. We're still being in prison for telling the truth. And you're going to say one man is bringing it about? You're going to give him credit? Oh, he blew the whistle? Boy, y'all pathetic. We've been blowing the whistles for years and we were never heard. But it doesn't matter who's blowing the whistle. The main thing is this corruption got to end. And if it's just all these people who falsely imprisoned on fake, phony charges, they should be released. And the real criminals should be in prison. Yeah, all them criminals walking around, they still walking around. Murderers. And you talking about murderers coming here from prison. What about the murderers here who never been to prison? Who walking around, killing people when they please? A lot of this is coming on their own front porch now. Because you have allowed evil to exist, yeah, you'll be visited by evil. Because this solid majority, y'all some pitiful people. Y'all don't speak out for nothing. And that's why you catching the most hell. How's everybody today? I think I get off my soapbox now. What's going on, Rob, Bob, Brianna? Hey, okay. Quindi sepa che esse. Oh, what we're talking about is corruption and how the trumpet is not the only one who called the whistle on the corruption. That's what we're talking about. I think that was your question you asked me in Spanish. Okay. Who am I? Well, you can say I'm a voice in the wilderness trying to wake people up, especially my people. Who are my people? Those who want to be righteous, those who ancestors fought and died for righteousness. Those are my people. Okay, any more questions? Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your questions. Oh, WTF? Oh, this is for you. What this is for? Okay, this is for all the people who are seeking to be righteous. That's who it's for. It's for you, Robert Levine. If you got ears, you can hear. If you got a soul, you'll be touched by the messages. People who have no soul, it goes right over their head until it comes to their home or their house. They're touched by evil. And then they say, wow, I never knew those people was telling the truth all the time. The only ones who are liars are the ones who are sitting on all that money they stole. If you got more than what you need, you are a thief. Let me just put it like that. If you have more than what you need and you're spreading it, then you're a righteous person. If you're spreading that wealth around, trying to make other people to raise their standard of living, then you'll use that's the way wealth is supposed to be. If you're just hoarding your own little money, you're a disgrace to humanity. You're greedy, and that's why people go to war because of greed, selfishness. Okay, I think I talked enough for once. Let's see if this video gonna get aired. If I hope I didn't say nothing to offend um, the standards of the community. I have to speak truth. That's all I have to do. And yeah, let me know if I'm violating your standards because I don't know about being politically correct. I don't know what that's about. But I'll be respectful to the community because you allowed me to be here to share the message I have. So just let me know if I'm violating something and I will refrain from the violation. I hire to the tribes. Peace to the clans.